Hey you guys, it's Shell. So I am going to be doing a series on how to become a straight natural. So this is going to be part one, and I'm going to explain the proper blow dryers and flat irons that you need in order to keep your hair healthy while you are silk pressing or just heat styling in general. When it comes to choosing the right blow dryers and flat irons, you have to know two things: your hair's texture and your hair's density. So hair texture is the diameter of your hair strand. So you can have fine, medium, or coarse texture. So me, I have coarse texture. That's why I can do more silk presses than someone who probably has like fine hair, and my hair doesn't get damaged fast. The second thing is your hair's density. So you can have low, medium, or high density. And density refers to the number of strands per square inch on your head. So me, I have high density. Someone whose hair is thinner and you can see more of their scalp, they have more fine to medium density. Okay, so let's jump into the fun part of the video. So I have my flat irons here, and we are going to be discussing which flat iron is going to work best for your hair type and your hair texture. So first, we are going to be talking about the EAP. This is a ceramic flat iron. So ceramic flat irons are good for people with like fine to medium texture hair, and they are color treated. So if you are color treated, it's so important to choose the right tool, because if you don't, your hair color is going to dry your hair out and it's going to start to break if you don't choose the right tools to use on a consistent basis. Pros of a ceramic flat iron is that it heats and distributes heat evenly. So it's going to reduce hot spots. And hot spots are when you are flat ironing like a section of hair and you get like puffy hair, straight hair, puffy hair, straight hair. So you don't want that, because when you do your entire head, your hair is going to revert because it wasn't evenly straightened throughout. Another great thing about ceramic flat irons is that it uses infrared technology. So what that does is it helps heat the hair from the inside out versus heating the hair from the cuticle layer. It's a lot healthier to do it from the inside out. Another great thing is that it emits negative ions. So negative ions help lock in moisture in the hair, and it also helps smooth the hair so it's not frizzy and you have a bunch of flyaways. Next, we have the FHI. This is my absolute favorite flat iron because it's tourmaline and ceramic. So tourmaline is like a mineral that they use, that they crush down into a powder and they fuse it into our hot tools. So it's a newer technology, but it's literally like the best one. So this is tourmaline and ceramic. Great thing about tourmaline is that it's going to emit 6 times more negative ions than a ceramic. So that helps keep the moisture in the hair. It's going to help with the frizz and the flyaways, even better than the ceramic. It also has all the great features that I just mentioned that the ceramic has in this tool. These are more expensive, but I feel like they're definitely worth it because they give you the sleekness of a titanium iron, but the health of a ceramic flat iron. This flat iron can be used on fine, medium, and coarse hair, but it's not going to get coarse hair as sleek and straight as a titanium iron would. Okay, so this is the last flat iron that I'm going to show you guys. This is the Nano Titanium Babyless Pro. So this is a titanium iron, and I say mostly titanium iron should be used by professionals, because this flat iron right here, this is going to get your hair so nice, sleek, and smooth as long as you did the blow dry, the wash, and all that properly. This flat iron, but it'll give you some heat damage. So if you don't use this flat iron properly, it will damage your hair. But this flat iron gave me my best silk presses, but I don't use it a lot. So whenever I really want to sleek out somebody's hair and I know they don't use a lot of heat on their hair, I'll pull this out and then I'll whip their hair up with this one. So if you choose to buy this one, I say you should have extremely coarse hair that does not get damaged from silk pressing a lot, and you only use it when you want to really sleek your hair out. So those are the main 3 flat irons that I use. So there's more, but those are the ones that I use. And so when you are flat ironing your hair, you want to make sure you are using the right temperature. So if you have fine to medium texture hair, you want to use anything from 200 to 400 degrees. If you have medium to coarse texture hair, you want to be using anything anything from like 370 to 430. You should never need to go above 430 when you are flat ironing your hair. Instead of using a ceramic iron and doing 450, just switch to a titanium iron and use anything from 400 to 430. Next, we are diving into blow dryers. So this is my favorite blow dryer. This is the Silverbird blow dryer by Conair. It's mostly for professionals, but I feel like people at home can use this on a consistent basis as well. Now, when we are talking about blow dryers, you should not be receiving damage from blow dryers. The only way you'll receive damage from a blow dryer is if you're doing something crazy, like constantly meeting the hair with the brush while you're blow drying. So you should not be touching your hair with the blow dryer. It should always be a couple of inches away from the hair. Doing something crazy like that, or trying to blow dry your hair every day, or trying to use a blow dryer, like a titanium blow dryer that gets extremely hot on fine textured hair, that's how you receive damage from blow drying. But if you're not doing any of those crazy things, blow drying your hair once every 2 weeks should not be damaging your hair. And typically it's going to have two types of settings. So high heat, high speed is what you can blow dry your hair on, no matter what texture you have. So if you are going to do that, you just want to make sure you are choosing the right tool. So this is a ceramic blow dryer. It's going to be best for fine to medium textures, but you can still use it for coarse. So the one thing you don't want to do is use a titanium blow dryer and then try to use high heat, high speed on fine to medium textured hair, because that can damage the hair over time. If you do have a ceramic blow dryer and you want to use low heat and low speed on the blow dryer because your hair is like super fine and it can get dry super easily, then you can do that. But typically high heat, high speed is just fine to do. So also with ceramic blow dryers, you're going to have the same benefits as a ceramic flat iron. So it's going to emit negative ions to help lock in moisture and to help seal the cuticle. It's also going to have infrared technology, which is going to heat the hair from the inside out. So the same great qualities as a flat iron. Another thing you want to look for in a blow dryer is the type of motor that it has. So you can have AC or DC motor. So AC is an alternating current motor, and that's going to be more of a stronger blow dryer. It's going to be heavier and it's going to heat up very, very hot. And a DC is a direct current motor, so that one's going to be less hot. It's going to be lighter weight, especially for the everyday consumer. But this one is more of a heavy duty blow dryer. It does not say whether it's AC or DC, but most blow dryers will tell you when you are shopping for it what type of motor it has. So that's something important to keep in mind, because you may want a blow dryer that's less hot and that is lighter weight, because holding this thing can get heavy. So the AC is going to be more so for professional use, and then the DC motor is going to be more so for the everyday consumer. But you can intertwine and use either one. So the next thing you want to look for in a blow dryer is the wattage. The higher the wattage, the quicker the dry time. So this kind of air blow dryer has 2000 wattage, so that is going to dry the hair fairly quickly. Now if you have coarse to medium textured hair, 1800 wattage or above is going to be best for you. But if you have like fine to medium textured hair, then 1200 to 1800 wattage is going to be best for your hair type. So two of the attachments that comes with the Conair is going to be the concentration nozzle and then the comb attachment. So with the concentration nozzle, its purpose is to help with airflow. So when you are blow drying the hair, you want to make sure it's all going in one direction. This is going to smooth out the cuticles. It's going to prevent your hair from having flyaways and from your hair being able to straighten more easily. Because if you blow drying it like this, you're going to rough up your cuticles and they're not going to lay as flat and smooth. The next thing is this comb attachment. So this is going to help you detangle large sections. It's also going to help create volume at the root. So those are the two attachments that comes with this specific blow dryer. So if you have coarse, like medium to coarse hair, another good blow dryer to use is the Babyliss Nano Titanium one. So of course it's a titanium blow dryer, but it's going to be good for those thicker, coarser textured hair. And this one also has 2000 wattages, so it's going to be able to dry your hair a lot quicker. Another thing that's in the description of this blow dryer is that it's lightweight. So it's probably a DC current motor in it, because the description says that it's lightweight, so it won't be as heavy, so it's going to be good for the everyday consumer. Another thing with the blow dryer, this is probably one of the most important tips when you are working with blow dryers and you want them to last long and you don't want them to damage your hair. So if you made it to this part of the video, then you didn't miss out on this tip. So this is the air filter. So this, you have to clean this out. It's not optional. Like once this starts to attract all this dust and debris and all that stuff in there, you have to remove this part of it, and then you have to get all of that out and then replace it. And you have to do this often because it's going to help the blow dryer function better. It's going to help it not to overheat, because I've experienced this while doing people's hair, is that it'll start to heat up too hot, and then once you blow drying your hair, you're like, this blow dryer is getting way too hot, and so that'll damage your hair. So you want to make sure that this filter is being properly cleansed. Also, stay tuned for this series, so I'll have another video coming out. But in the meantime, if you want to know if becoming a straight natural is even the best routine for you, then I would say click on the video that'll pop up, and it'll show you an option to watch the best routine for natural hair, because you may not want to become a straight natural. You might want to just heat train your hair. So make sure you click on that video if you are curious about the best routine for your hair. And I'll see y'all in the next part of this series.